I'm not, I mean, my problem is I'm not inclined to change it, but
Will you change the tether?
if you say that you can post, I'm just concerned, are we going to get her back? That's my issue. Because I don't know what's going to happen in Shelby Township. I mean, is there a plea up there? Do you know?
No, I don't.
All right, look, I'm not going to, on this one, I'm not going to stab around in the dark trying to figure out what's where and what it is. Somebody has to let me know what those other warrants are. I'm not necessarily opposed to the tether, but I'd like some assurance that we're going to get her back.
Would you at least consider a solar link? Or
That's what I just said, Mr. Brown. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm not going to do that now.
Nicole Henderson.
All right.
Your Honor, may I address bond?
Well, what are we doing on the case?
I'm requesting an adjournment for referral potentially to a sobriety court here in Washtenaw County.
Go ahead, you can address bond.
I have, first of all, information that she has written that I'd like to share with the court, if I might approach.
Have the people seen?
Yes.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
I gave them both. That's why I had you print it up. I had to give.
Go ahead, I can read and you can talk.
Yes, Your Honor. My client's mother is present in court. If she were released, she would reside with her mother and her 4-year-old daughter on Maple Lawn in Ypsilanti. She is employed by General Motors, and General Motors has an employee program where she can participate in programming. She needs to get out to get an assessment. Currently, I think her bond conditions are $50,000. I'm unsure if there's a 10% privilege. However, you also really, yes. I'm asking the court to release her so that she can get an alcohol assessment and begin the process of being screened for sobriety, Your Honor.
Mr. Cook.
Your Honor, all concerns that the people stated at the last hearing, I still have. I told Mr. Brown that this is not a situation where I would be agreeing to reduce the bond in this case. I wanted to get into recovery. I wanted to get into sobriety court. I don't know if I can trust her at this point to be released on her own in order to get that done. I think she would need to get screened and get something in place first.
She has to get out to get screened, not to interrupt counsel, Your Honor.
You want it?
She needs to get out to get screened for sobriety court. She needs an alcohol screening and assessment.
Well, which sobriety court, though?
Well,
Are we talking?
she has a Washtenaw County residence. She would have been Ypsilanti on Maplewood with her mother.
I think they will screen in jail.
I'm not aware that Mr. Statman, that's the screener that the court generally uses.
Well, somebody's going to have to, we're going to have to find another way to do it, because with everything that has happened with this defendant, I'm not inclined to release her until there's a clear plan in mind of where this is headed.
Understood.
We had,
She has presented to the court in writing an action plan for at least an IOP, but through her an employer at General Motors. But again, we need the assessment and to get her out.
I hear that, but we're going to have to find another way to get her assessed, at least preliminarily, and start that process. I can't let this defendant out. She has a 0.235 alleged on this case, and she had another one that's pending she has one that's pending in Wayne County, I do believe, and then this one, and she has a prior. I mean, she's all over the place. I mean, her alcohol levels are not low. Say what you want, ma'am.
I saw that you wanted me to be released on a scram tether, or I could have made bail with that, but they said the tether people aren't gonna give me a tether because of my hold. So I was asking I talked to my attorney.
Because of which hold?
Because Shelby County, or I don't know. They didn't say. They just said that they wouldn't give me a tether if I have holds. But I was asking if we can get released on the sober link or the scram tether. It's the GPS tether that I can't make bail with.
Your Honor, relating to the holds, I am seeing there are numerous out-of-county holds for.
And they're just not going to tether her with that. But you can post the cash component?
Yeah. My mom talked to a bail bonds.
I think she has a bond denied with Shelby as well as a 2010 for Simpson OWI out of Clinton, among other holds. I'm not sure if they're going to pick her up on those or not, but she does have, by my count, 7 out of county.
She traffic. Most of those are.
So she's got a no bond on one of them.
Correct. That's for malicious destruction of property.
Okay.
2010% on an OWI. It looks like there's, I would say 4 traffic holds for like no proof of insurance or DWLS, things that I don't think she could get picked up on.
Right.
And then a $500 hold for something it said NVOP. Frankly, I don't know what that stands for.
My problem is I'm not inclined to change it, but
Will you change the tether?
if you say that you can post, I'm just concerned, are we going to get her back? That's my issue. Because I don't know what's going to happen in Shelby Township. I mean, can we see, or does anybody know, is that like a post conviction? So she pled and then that's a probation violation, or what is that?
I don't know. The information that I have just says Garden City Police Department bond 500 for NVOP.
Okay, that's that one. But then there's the other one that's the bond denied.
Correct. That's for, I only have that shows as bond denied for malicious destruction of property. It does not give me the value or the severity of the offense, and just says Shelby Township Police Department. I can try looking at court records to see if they have anything, but that might take me a second.
Yeah, no, was there a plea up there? Do you know?
No, I don't.
All right, look, I'm not gonna, on this one, I'm not gonna stab around in the dark trying to figure out what's where and what it is. Somebody has to let me know what those other warrants are. I'm not necessarily opposed to the tether, but I'd like some assurance that we're going to get her back.
Would you at least consider a solar link?
That's what I just said, Mr. Brown. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm not going to do that now.
Okay.
I need to know what those other things are.
I don't have lien.
So I'm going to adjourn it to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. If you get information before then that the court can look at, I don't have a problem looking at it, but I'm not going to sit here today and run and see what it really has.
May I approach and get the paperwork? Understood. Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus John Frederick Jackson II.
Township.
Edward Dugas on behalf of John Jackson II.
He's not checked in.
Waiting for an updated contact number for Mr. Jackson.
Okay. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. I'll give it 10% privilege. Warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Kawanda K. Thomas.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nick Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Thomas, who is now approaching. Can you please state your name for the record, Ms. Thomas?
Kiwana Quay, Cynthia Rose Thomas.
At this time, Your Honor, I would be requesting an adjournment in this matter. I am trying to work with my other members of my office in trying to reach a global resolution in this matter. I do know she has another court date. I was trying to look at the date in Odyssey. I believe you said it was adjourned about 1 month out, correct?
Yes.
But I could not find the exact court date in Odyssey for the adjournment.
But you need something after that?
I would ask for something after closer to that court date, yes. So
Well, as far as I'm willing to go out on this, the 15th of July, 2026, 9 a.m.
yes.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the, they're refusing. Court calls the case of People versus Devon Julia Martinez.
Conrad Sewell on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nick Buckovich on behalf of Ms. Martinez, in case number ends in 0620.
And Edward Lucas on behalf of Devin Julia. Martinez in
I'm shocked.
108.
Refusing to come up.
Don't be shocked, Your Honor.
Right? Don't be shocked.
I spoke with her yesterday. The idea was we were adjourning this case because there's a global that's sort of pending with her matters up in circuit court. She got court on Monday. It may take a little bit of time for those to come to a sentencing date. So I'd be asking to adjourn a few weeks in these cases because I think they will eventually be dismissed.
No.
Yes.
That's correct.
Now I was going to file the request of.
I'll adjourn July 15, 2026, 9 a.m.
Have a great day.
For sure. I see. Court does call the case. People versus Ryan Brown.
Conrad Sewell on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Pretty quick for the people in the file ending in 1823.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Spaxton for Mr. Brown, a case ending in 0610.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Brown in the other matter.
You did?
Yes, hello, Ryan Brown. I'm sorry. I thought you needed to tell me to say my name.
All right. Hold on. Say your name again.
Ryan Brown.
Okay, there he is. All right. What are we doing?
In the township, and maybe I'll make beats dismiss things. That's 041.
Any objection? Hearing no objection, the case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I requested adjournment.
Saxon, you show up and get it dismissed? You know, you don't come down. No, I'm not talking. All right. No, not talking to me. Told you. Go ahead, Ms. Swan.
In my case, I'm requesting an adjournment. There's an offer that I'd like to.
Adjourn the matter to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Court calls case People versus Michelle Knoll.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Matthew Mansour, appearing on behalf of Miss Michelle Knoll, who appears via Zoom. Michelle, can you please state your name?
Michelle Knoll.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is our first pretrial. We got an offer this morning. I think it's a good one. I think we can resolve this in a couple weeks, if possible. If we can get an adjournment, please.
July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Just to make sure assuming that we do resolve with the plea, part of that's going to include a sentence agreement. I know the court typically does not accept sentence agreements. If the parties were to prepare a sentencing memorandum in advance of that plea, would the court want that to consider before taking?
Yes. You guys are trying to get me to Cobb's, but I'm not going to do it. I'll read it. Still not agreeing. All right. Mansour knows that, but that's okay. I see you guys trying to work around what I do. I see you guys trying to work around what I do. That's okay. I got a long memory.
We know.
Ms. Knoll, don't worry about it. You're good. They're not.
Thank you.
You're okay. All right. Bond will continue. See you in a couple weeks.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls cases of People versus Malcolm Hanks.
Morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Hanks is a township case.
Not Raymond Cook for the people.
Conrad Sewell on behalf of the township.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nicholas Buckovich on behalf of Mr. Hanks.
Your name, sir? Malcolm Hanks.
Thank you.
At this time, Your Honor, I'll be just requesting a brief adjournment to have a little bit more time to discuss this case with my client.
Hearing these matters July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. You're gonna do that over Zoom? Pardon?
You can always come in person if you want to, Mr. Hayes, but we always give you Zoom permission as well.
Oh, okay, Zoom.
So you can do either or.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. Court calls the cases of the people versus Darrell Green.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people on the file number 0249.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Township in case 0216.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Green, Your Honor.
Green, can you state your name?
Daryl Green, Your Honor.
Oh, there he is. Okay, gotcha.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to set final settlement and jury selection date.
If I may address bond winning.
Yes. Jury final settlement conference, August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those are in person. As to bond.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to make a GPS tracking tether a condition of the defendant's bond on this case. I recently authorized 2 new cases against this defendant, 1 felony retail fraud in the first degree and 1 misdemeanor false pretense less than 200. These cases, or the new cases, both predate when he was arraigned on this case, so they're not bond violations, but I have concerns because in the report for the felony retail fraud where the defendant is alleged to have stolen a necklace worth about $9,000, it indicates that he tried to pawn that off in Detroit and was implicated in some other larceny or theft-related offenses out of Southfield, Detroit, and Troy. I have concerns given the numerous areas where these conducts are alleged to be taking place that the defendant may be continuing to violate or to engage in this conduct while on bond. I think a tracking tether would be useful in preventing that conduct from occurring while he's on bond.
Did I hear they predate the incident offense?
That is correct. They predate when he was arraigned on this offense, so they are not bond violations.
Any response?
No, not at this time.
Defendant to report to community corrections for placement on a GPS tracking list.
Do we have arraignment dates for the new charges?
I don't believe they've been sworn to yet. I authorized one of them over this past weekend, and one of them, just the misdemeanor, was only just this morning. So I will email the officers in order to get them sworn to as soon as possible, but they have not been set or agreed yet.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case versus Archie Minor. 2
Conrad
cases.
Silver again.
Ron,
1777.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Archie Minor.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Minor,
Yes,
state your name.
Archie Minor.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment in these matters.
That objection, these matters will be adjourned to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Shalitha Keith.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Keith.
Shalitha Keith,
Yes, hello.
hello. I'll need you to turn on the camera.
Yes, hello.
Okay. Thank you. Have before me
You're
a plea
welcome.
form indicating that the defendant will be entering a plea of guilty to the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree, the 93-day offense. On her successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
She can't even stop.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
All right. State your name for the record.
Shalita Keith.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would be the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, I do.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, I do.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Hang on a second. Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I'm not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
On January 4th, 2026, at the location of 2000 Waters Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, what do you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I proceeded to take something that I did not purchase.
All right. You walked into the store, took items that they had offered for sale and tried to walk out without paying for them?
That is correct.
All right. You didn't have anybody's permission to do that, did you?
No, I did not.
And at the time you did this, the store was open to the public?
Yes, it was.
All right. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rule, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be July 22nd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Your Honor,
Bond continued.
are you referring her to probation on breakout room?
Yes, we said.
Okay.
Ma'am, you need to wait. I'm going to put you in with probation intake so that the probation process can start.
Okay, thank you.
We'll put you into a break.